Sir, very happy morning to all. My dear lovable students, this is a session where we are going to talk about the case scenarios. Before we enter into case scenario, in CA Inter group number 1, we are having 3 papers. As we all know that advanced accounting, number 2 law, and number 3 tax. Tax comprises of 2 papers, one is DT and IDT. Now the structure of examination from ICAI has been changed. They are testing any paper 70% descriptive and 30% MCQs and case scenario. Actually, you should know the subject very well to write the descriptive. But you should prepare logically. You should be very smart and keen to write the case scenarios. Sir, our ICAI has introduced for every subject case scenario booklet, my dear lovable students. From there, I will teach you, we will see how to solve a case scenario with very short span of time. This is going to be a 15-mark area for IDT and 15-mark area for DT because total our tax paper is for 100 mark. 100 into 30% come to total 30 marks. So this is how a case scenario will be tested. Sir, is there any prerequisite for doing case scenario? The proper way to do the case scenario is you should at least complete 100% of the syllabus once. You should know all the chapters once. And after you do a case scenario, do that particular chapter, go and revise once again the chapter. Clarity will be double or triple. Sir, like this one case scenario will be given in DT or IDT only. Sir, this much is the length of the case scenario. Look, one case scenario runs for this much. How to read the case scenario, how to solve the case scenario. Don't read the case scenario. That is how you have to read a case scenario. Read the question first. Read the question first. Any subject, advanced accounting, law, DT, IDT, read the requirement. Which of the following activity of trust does not amount to supply under GST? So many things would have been said in the case scenario. What they want is, sir, which are the things which will not amounting to what? Supply. You have to write that in your question paper or answer paper. Case scenario requirement number 1, not amounting to supply. Somewhere you should write this and keep. You know why? When you are reading the case scenario, these points should be highlighted. Are you really with me? Compute the value of inward supply on which tax is payable by trust under reverse charge basis. So for how much value of inward supply, RCM should be paid. That is a second requirement of the question. Compute the value of exempt supply made by trust for the month of August is the question. So exempt supply is the third case scenario. Compute the value of taxable supply made by trust for the month of August. After exempt supply, they want how much is the taxable supply. Determine the amount of ITC that can be credited to ECL in the month of August, assuming the rate of GST to be 18%. How much is the amount to be credited to electronic credit ledger as ECL is the question. These are the 5 requirements of this case scenario. This first you note, it will be given in the question. So I know what are the learning objective of that particular case scenario. What are the activity which will not amount to supply? What are the item for which I am liable to pay tax under RCM, exempt supply, taxable supply, and what? ITC. Now I will start reading the question. Manatwa Trust is a charitable trust registered under 12 AB of the Income Tax Act. The trust is well known for its educational, charitable, and religious activity. Trust become liable to registration under GST in the current financial year. Since it exceeds the threshold limit of registration, thus registered in state of Gujarat in the month of May. Super, sir. That means the trust is going to be a registered charitable trust. They are going to take registration because their aggregate turnover exceed 10 lakh or 20 lakh or 40 lakhs as the case may be. In the month of June, a multinational company, D Limited, gifted 500 laptop worth rupees 50 lakh to the trust free of cost for charitable purpose without any intention to seek any benefit by way of business promotion from such activity. As we already know that if someone is giving gift to a charitable trust and charitable trust is giving any advertisement service to that business trust, that will tantamount to supply. But in this question, they are specifically highlighting that no benefit has been derived by the business entity. Hence, it will not be treated as supply or transaction at all. Are you really with me? The trust distributed this laptop for free of cost in the same month to the deprived students for assisting them in their higher studies. So what the trust has done, trust has just received the laptop and they have distributed the laptop. This is transaction number 1. The trust also runs a higher secondary school. That means story is moving to some other plot. Till now they talked about laptop. Now they are something talking about what? School. In the name of M Higher Secondary School in state of Gujarat, where the trust is registered, Gujarat, in the state of Gujarat. So the school also situated in Gujarat. Okay. In the month of July month details they are giving. This is for the month of June. So this is data. This story is for the month of June and this story is for the month of July. The trust availed security personal services from Perfect Security Solutions, Gujarat, a proprietary concern for security of the school premises for a consideration of how much lakh? 2 lakh. Sir, security services, sponsorship services, security services are RCM. If it is provided by a body corporate, my dear lovable students, RCM provisions will not be applicable. It also received legal consultancy services from Maya & Co., a firm of advocate for the issue relating to said school for rupees 1,20,000 in the same month. In the same month means all these details are relating to July month. So first para, June month. Second para, okay. The trust furnished the following information regarding the expense incurred by it in the month of August. The next story is regarding August. All transaction being interstate transaction. These are expense incurred. Expense incurred means purchases. Purchases means trust would have paid what? GST. That can be taken as ITC provided if it is not covered in the blocked credit. Service received and for supplying taxable outward supply 3,50,000. For this you can take ITC. Catering service received for students of M Higher Secondary School 2 lakh. Sir, in the second blocked credit, catering services, health and beauty treatment services are blocked credit. Bus purchased with seating capacity of 25%, including driver, 10,50,000. Bus was delivered in the first week of September. Actual receipt of goods or services or both should be satisfied in order to take the what? ITC. Actually, this bus is not a blocked credit because seating capacity more than 13 passengers. Actually, for bus, you are entitled to take ITC, but this bus is received only in the month of. So, as per section 16, subsection 2, you are entitled to take ITC only in the month of September because actual receipt of goods or service or both is a mandatory condition. Trust provide the following information in respect of services provided. Services provided in the sense means outward supply in the month of August. So these are August details. For this, sir, expenses, right? These are August detail which are outward supply. It runs a old age home for citizen aged how many years or more? More than 60 years. Nominal monthly charge is only 15,000. Up to 25,000 is exempted. For boarding, lodging and maintenance are charged from each member. Total number of members is what? 20. So 15,000 into 20 comes to 3 lakh is the total exempt supply in transaction number 1. Right? It runs out a community hall situated within the presence of a temple managed by it on 15th August for religious function. Sir, renting of religious presence to general public is exempt from GST. But however, this exemption will not be applicable where the per day rent exceed 1,000 or per month exceed 10,000, per function exceed 10,000. Are you remembering the exception? First half for 5,000 and RT exhibition for 6,000. That means 5,000 plus 6,000 comes to 11,000, which is more than 10,000 per day. Hence, this should be taxable supply. Are you able to appreciate? It rents out room in the presence of the said temple. Presence means in and around, to the devotees for a rent of 950 per room day, which is within 1,000 exempted. Total rent collected is what? 35,000. This will also fall as exempt supply. All the figures given above are exclusive of taxes wherever applicable. Aggregate turnover of the trust for the preceding financial year is 15 lakh. That means last year this trust is a unregistered trust. But this year only they took the registration. This trust, they are saying that they got services from legal services, they said. With regard to legal services, sir, service provided by an individual advocate or group of advocate to a business entity whose turnover in the immediately preceding previous year does not exceed threshold limit for registration are exempt from. Don't see the current year turnover for exemption. See the previous year turnover for exemption. Right, sir? All the conditions necessary for availment are fulfilled. Sir, subject to information given, the trust intend to avail exemption from GST wherever applicable. That is section 11 exemption they want to enjoy. Based on the facts of the case scenario given above, choose the most appropriate answer to question number 1 to 5. Pakka? Which of the following activity of the trust does not amount to supply under the GST? Out of this many transaction, which is not at all a supply? Which is not at all a supply? As per section 7, subsection 1, clause A, supply includes all forms of supply of goods or services or both, such as sale, barter, transfer, exchange, license, lease, rental or disposal, made or agreed to be made for a consideration, for a consideration, for a consideration. Are you all with me? Receiving free laptop and giving free laptop, is there any consideration? That means free laptop distributed to deprived students, there is no consideration at all. If there is no consideration, it will not be treated as what? Supply. Then as per section 7, subsection 1, clause A, it is not a supply. And as per schedule 1, only 4 activities are there. Permanent transfer or disposal of business asset where ITC has been availed. Supply of goods or services or both between related or distinct person made in the course of furtherance of business. Supply of goods between principal and agent and importation of services. There is no consideration. And also, this has not fall in schedule 1 also. So this is not a supply at all. Boarding, lodging, maintenance of senior citizen by old age home run by trust. It is a supply, but it is an exempt supply as per section 11. They are asking which is not at all a supply. Renting of community hall situated within the presence of temple managed by the trust. It is a supply. Are you all really with me? Sir, they are asking which does not amount to supply. First one will not amount to supply. Renting of room in the presence of the temple. It is a supply, but it is an exempt supply as per section 11. So the ideal answer should be option number 1 or A. Sir, option A, free laptop distribute to the deprived students. Are you really with me? Number 2, man. Sir, whenever we are going wrong, for those answers, we will check the reasons. Otherwise, I myself are saying the reasons. Right, sir? Compute the value of inward supply on which tax is payable by the trust under reverse charge for the month of July. So, they want only for the July. Sir, this is June data. Leave it, sir. For first question, it's not month specific. It is case scenario specific. For second question, it is July specific. Are you all really with me? For July, the trust also runs a higher secondary in the name of M Higher Secondary in the state of Gujarat. In the month of July, trust availed security personal services from Perfect Security Solution Gujarat, a proprietary concern for security of school premises for a consideration of 2 lakh. School service provided to an education institution by way of student transportation of students, staff and faculty. Catering services including midday meals, security, housekeeping and cleaning services, conduct of examination, and also supply of online periodicals and journals are exempt from GST. Like this, we should be able to connect the provision. This is the best tool available in the world to revise the entire GST. Look, I'm saying reading the thing and sir recalling the provision. Sir, I'm not able to do, sir. Do the 35 case scenario. You will also become. When you do this 35, the remaining 35 will be very easy. Which 35? 50 minus 15. 35 marks I am saying. Are you all really with me? Come on. So this is what supply, man? Exam supply. Yeah? Are you all really with me? Okay. It also received legal consultancy service from Maya & Co., a firm of advocate, for the issue relating to the said school. So the service is legal services. Girls, goods transport agent, insurance agent, recovery agent, legal services provided by arbitral tribunal, security services and sponsorship services. Next one, job. Job. Sir, there are 3 jobs are there. Sir, services provided by an individual advocate or group of advocate to a business entity. That is RCM. Whereas the business entity whose aggregate turnover in the immediately preceding previous year does not exceed threshold limit for registration is exempted. So first service is exempted, second service also exempted. Yes, sir. If both are exempted, is there any tax to be paid? Is there any such option? 2 lakh, 3 lakh 20, 1 lakh 20, nil. Nil is your answer. Hello, sir? Okay, sir. Option, sir, 1D, nil. Are you all really with me? Because both the services are exempted, my dear lovable students. Beautiful application. A student who are getting wrong answer will get more interest. Where I go wrong? You just think without studying exemption, this cannot be touched. ITC cannot be touched. Registration cannot be touched. One word. Sir, without studying GST cannot be touched. That's what I said, the prerequisite that you should know the subject. Coming to the third question, man. Are you enjoying? Compute the value of exempt supply for the month of August is the question. August is the question. So I have to move to the August. In August, what they want? Exempt supply they made. Sir, these are inward supply, right? In August, I have to check the outward supply. The first one is an exempt supply. Am I right? Which is 15,000 to 20 comes to how much lakh? 3 lakh. Sir, second one is a taxable supply because in a day exceed 10,000 rupees. Accepting? Third one is an exempt supply because per day it does not exceed 1,000. So this is 35,000 plus 3 lakh comes to 3 lakh 35,000. Is there any option of 3 lakh 35? So for us it is 3 lakh 35,000. Coming to third question, my dear lovable students, 3 lakh 35,000 is the right answer. Are you all really with me? Coming to the fourth one. Coming to the value, compute the value of the taxable supply. If 3 things, out of that 2 things are exempt supply, then again they are asking for August only. What is the taxable supply they are asking? 11,000 rupees is the taxable supply they have made. Am I right? Only one thing remaining, man. Is there any option of 11,000? So according to me, 4B should be the answer. Right, sir? 11,000 is the answer. Are you falling into the discussion? Determine the amount of ITC that can be credited to electronic credit ledger of the trust in the month of August, assuming the rate of GST is how much percent? 18%. So for ITC, I have to go and check the inward supply. Super, sir. Inward supply. Service received and used for supplying taxable outward supply. This ITC can be taken. So 3,50,000 into 18% comes to 63,000 is the first answer. Am I right? Catering service received for students of M. It's a what credit? Covered under 17 subsection 5. The second blocked credit, man. Bus purchased. Sir, I am checking for the month of August. Actually, bus is not a blocked credit because seating capacity more than 13 passengers. Since the bus is received only in the month of September, you can take ITC only in the month of September because as per section 16 subsection 2, 6 conditions should be satisfied. 6 condition number 1, sir, possession of valid tax paying document, actual receipt of goods or service or both. We actually received only in the month of, we are calculating the 5th question for the month of August. So what is the answer? 63,000 should be the answer, man. So the 5th one, 63,000. Right answer. We are done with, sir, case scenario number 1. Are you all really with me? Sir, I will be taking for first 4-5 case scenarios, lot of time like 15-20 minutes to solve one question. Then automatically our speed should increase and will increase. what you are supposed to do is read case scenario number 1, what we have solved now. This document should be with you, which is an ICAI case scenario document only. Read case scenario number 2, apply the answer and come back. We'll be doing question number 2. Are you all really with me? I'm waiting for you. Read again question number 1. Try question number 2. Come back for question number 2. We'll be finishing case scenario number 2. Sir, very happy morning to all. So we are doing the case scenario series, my dear lovable students. In that, sir, one case scenario we have already solved. We are moving into the second case scenario out of 35 questions. Bali Bells Limited, here and after referred as Bali Bells, a private limited company registered in Chennai. That means they have already registered in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Provides you the following outward supply in the month of September. So the details are available for what? September. Like this data available. Once we start reading this question, you have to read once again after read the multiple choice. So first we will be reading the question. Determine the aggregate turnover of Bali Bells for the month of September. Okay. So the first requirement is aggregate turnover. Okay, wow. Bali Bell want to avail ITC on GST paid on heavy steel machinery purchased in September. So they have purchased one heavy steel machinery. They want to take ITC. Which of the following statement is true in this regard is the question. So I want to know what happened to that plunder machinery. Then only I can say that whether they can take what or not, ITC or not. So this is ITC eligibility area, right? Bali Bells can claim ITC on input received in July of the preceding financial year. Sir, they are talking about 16 subsection 4 time limit, which is 30th November of the succeeding financial year, or date of filing the annual return, whichever is up to dash of the current financial year, 30th November. That's it. Without reading the case scenario, I answered one case scenario. Because this is provision based question, not a case scenario based question. Compute the value of supply under section 15. So they want value of supply under section 15 in the month of November. The first requirement, September. That is November. Can I start reading? So in the month of, sir, outward supply for September given. Intra-state outward supply, sir, total 40 plus 15 comes to 55 lakhs. Interstate outward supply, 30 plus 10, 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs, right, sir? 55 plus 40, 95 lakhs is the total outward supply, both taxable and exempted. Bali Bell sold land for 2 crore. Land. Land is not a movable item. Land is not goods. It is covered in Schedule 3, sale of land, subject to para 5B. Are you remembering? Excluding GST in the month of September. Bali Bell purchased one heavy steel machinery in the month of September for how much lakh? 1 lakh. Excluding GST at 18%. Bali Bells capitalized the value of the machine along with the what paid? GST paid on the same in its books of accounts and claimed depreciation on capitalized value as per Income Tax Act. As per section 16 subsection 3, if depreciation claimed on tax component, then there is no ITC. Right, sir? Apart from this, a tax invoice dated 25th July of the previous financial year with respect to inward supply of 50,000, excluding GST at 18%, company has not availed the ITC yet. For this 16 subsection 4 time limit will be applicable. Am I right? Bali Bell made a supply during which month? November. Details of which are as follows. This is the November month supply. Basic price of the product before TCS is how much? 45,000. As per the CBIC circular, TCS should not be included in the value of supply. Even though as per section 15, subsection 2, clause A, we said that all taxes other than GST should be included. That all taxes does not include TCS. I have highlighted in the class. Are you remembering? Tax collected at source will not be included because it's just an interim levy. It's not the final levy. It received a subsidy of 3,500 from Bharat Foundation Private Limited. This is a non-government. Any subsidy received from non-government should be included in the value of supply. Like that and all, you should not think. You have to check the nature of the subsidy. For usage of green energy, and the subsidy was linked to the units of energy saved and not for the aforesaid product, that means this subsidy will not be included in the value of supply. Are you remembering? Bali Bells have not furnished its annual return for the preceding financial year till the end of November and will furnish in the month of December for the current financial year. That means they are talking about annual return, section 44. As per section 44, annual return can be filed, sir, till 31st of the December. The due date of furnishing the annual return is 31st of December. They have not filed it till November because I am in the month of November. Even though you have not filed annual return, 30th November is the last date to avail the ITC of the last year. Accepting? Assume that there is no other outward or inward supply transaction apart from the aforesaid transaction in the month of September, October, November. All the amount given above are exclusive of taxes unless otherwise specified. Based on the facts of the case scenario given above, choose the most appropriate answer to question number 1 to 4 below. Super, sir. The first question is aggregate turnover. You will get a superb clarity with regard to the definition of aggregate turnover. Aggregate turnover includes, aggregate turnover excludes. Aggregate turnover includes all taxable supply, all exempt supply, all export of goods or services or both, interstate supply, and excludes value of supply on which the GST is liable to be paid on reverse charge basis. CGST, SGST, UTGST, IGST and cess. Right, sir? You tell me, sir, sale of land is an item covered in Schedule 3. Schedule 3 means neither supply of goods nor supply of services. Sir, aggregate turnover includes exempt supply. Sir, interstate supply. Sir, export of goods or services or both. Or next one, taxable supply. Land is not at all a supply. Hence, it will not be included in the definition of the what turnover? Aggregate turnover. What a beautiful knowledge we are having. Hello, sir. That means 95 lakhs is the aggregate turnover. Sir, for question number 1, option B should be the answer, man. 95 lakhs. Accepting? Coming, man. Bali Bells want to avail ITC on GST paid on heavy steel machinery purchased in September. Adi. As per section 16 subsection 3, if depreciation claimed on tax component, then there is no ITC at all. Out of this, which is the true correct statement they are asking, ITC on machinery cannot be availed since depreciation has been claimed on GST paid on machinery under the Income Tax Act. Till now, option A is the right answer. ITC on machinery shall be allowed to the extent of 50%. Put it on dustbin. ITC on machinery shall be allowed in the current financial year. No, sir. Full ITC on GST paid can be allowed. No, sir. 2A should be the answer, sir. 2A is the answer, sir. Accepting, sir. Bali Bells, we already explained. As per section 44, 16 subsection 4, the time limit for availment of ITC is 30th November of the succeeding financial year or date of filing the annual return, whichever is earlier. Are you really with me? So 30th November is the due date for, sir, last date to avail the ITC. So 3A should be the answer, man. Option A, 30th November is the answer. Right, sir? Compute the value of supply under section 15. In value of supply, I will not include the TCS. In value of supply, I will not include the subsidy because that subsidy, even though it is from a non-government, it is not related to the product. That means 45,000 is the value of supply. Are you really with me? Is there any option called as 45,000? Option A should be the answer, man. For that, option A, 45,000 is the answer. 2 by 35 is the target, man. You just think, sir, we have taken more time to solve question number 1, but we have taken not even half the time to solve. This is the best tool available in India to revise the entire subject. That too, if you do the case scenarios, you know so many connect. And when you revise those provisions once again, at the time of revision, you will be feeling that tishk, 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 this point, okay, this is where I have what? Missed the preparation. What a beautiful 15-mark area for examination, man. Read the question number 2, try question number 3 to find out, sir, by yourself, and check where you are going wrong and come back. We will be solving, sir, scenario number 3. Are you comfortable? Sir, very, very, very happy morning to all. So we are talking about the case scenarios in the GST, the best tool to revise the subject as a whole. In that we have done 2 case scenarios. I'm moving into 3rd case scenario out of 35 questions. Can I? Sir, always we are having a rule that we will never read the case scenario first. First, we will read the requirement of the question. For the transaction relating to renting of commercial space, so they are going to rent the commercial space. What should be the rate of tax charged by ABC Limited is a question. So they were having some commercial space. They have let out the commercial space. What should be the rate of GST is the question. Okay, we will come to it at the appropriate time. With respect to the hotel accommodation service provided to Mr. X. So I am having a hotel. I provided the hotel accommodation to Mr. X. GST payable by ABC Limited is, that means whether CGST, SGST has to be collected or IGST has to be collected is the question. Basically a place of supply question they have asked. Right, sir? Which of the following option is correct with regard to availment of ITs to ABC Limited in respect of GST paid on procurement of goods meant for the purpose of corporate social responsibility activity? As we all know that before we are having 9 blocked credit items were there. They have amended and added one more item called as CSR activity. For CSR activity, you are not entitled to claim the ITC. It's a what credit? Super. Only 3 questions are there. Then I will start reading the case scenario. ABC Limited has its manufacturing unit in Rajasthan. Further, it has ancillary unit in Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat and registered in each of the states. So they registered in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat. That means they are deemed distinct person. Moreover, ABC Limited owns and operates a hotel in Udaipur, Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, they are having one more hotel also. As per 25 subsection 4, these guys will be treated as deemed distinct person. In addition to the aforesaid, ABC Limited owns a commercial space. So in addition to that, they are having commercial space also. The question is relating to commercial space, right? Which is rented out to a registered person at a monthly rent of 50,000. So this is supply of services as per schedule 2, as we all know. The maintenance of the premise is the responsibility of the ABC Limited. So it is my responsibility to maintain that premises. So I am not only providing the renting of immobile property, but also I am providing the maintenance services. That means I am doing composite supply. As per section 8 of the CGST Act, with regard to composite supply, tax rate of principal supply will be applicable to the composite supply. Sir, during the month of April, ABC Limited incurred certain expenses on the purchase of maintenance related material. That means for the purpose of maintenance, sir, Dettol, like that items I have purchased. The said expenses are recoverable. This is a highlight of the question. Recoverable from the tenant along with the invoice issued for the rent. The rate of tax applicable on the material used for maintenance is how much %? As per section 8 of the CGST Act, tax rate for composite and mixed supply. If a supply become treated as composite supply, for the ancillary supply, sub-supply also, the rate of the main supply, principal supply will be applicable. Are you agree with me? And for the main supply, 18% will be applicable. So even for the maintenance items also, 18% will be. First part of the question, MCQ comes to an. During the year, ABC Limited agreed to provide the hotel to Mr. X for a business conference to be held at Udaipur. That means I am having a hotel. That hotel I am going to give to Mr. X to conducting a business conference. That means I am going to let out a hotel for a function. Are you remembering? As per section 12.3 clause C, my dear lovable students, if the hotel has been given to a function, the place of supply is place where the movable property is situated or intended to be situated. Accepting a. Mr. X is an unregistered person residing in where? Maharashtra. In addition to the aforesaid transaction, ABC Limited spent an amount of how much lakh? 5 lakh on the procurement of certain goods which were distributed as a part of CSR required under the provisions of Companies Act. So at the time of purchase of this item, this guy would have paid GST. That GST cannot be taken as ITC. Are you all really with me? All amounts are exclusive of GST wherever applicable. The rate of GST on all inward and outward supplies generally is how much %? Unless otherwise mentioned, yes. For the maintenance item, they mentioned that 5%. For all other item, 18%. Assume there is no other outward or inward transaction apart from aforesaid transaction. Based on the facts of the case scenario given above, choose the most appropriate answer from question number 1 to 4 below is the transaction for first one. For the transaction relating to renting of commercial space, what should be the rate of tax charged by ABC Limited? 18%. Are you all with me? The rate of GST on rent and maintenance material related recovery shall be 18%. This is the most appropriate answer. Always in MCQ, read all the 4 options. Don't jump and conclude that option is the right answer. No. Rate of GST on rent shall be 18 and on material shall be 5. No. Section 8 applicability is there. No GST shall be rent on recovery later on material. No. The rate of GST on rent and material shall be 5%. Addi. Option A should be the right answer, man. Option A. The rate of GST on rent and maintenance material relating to recovery shall be 18%. Accepting? Number 2 is a question. With respect to hotel accommodation service provided to Mr. X, GST payable by ABC Limited is, sir, where you have to find out logically where the hotel is situated. Where the hotel is situated, read the case law and tell me. Maharashtra, hotel is situated in Maharashtra. Look, man, during the year, ABC Limited agreed to provide the hotel to Mr. X for a business conference to be held at where? Udaipur. Sir, hotel is also in Udaipur, Rajasthan, sir. That means location of the service provider is in Udaipur. And since the recipient is an unregistered person, I don't want to see with regard to immovable property services the status of the recipient. Always place of supply is the place where the immovable property is situated or intended to be situated. Since both are in Udaipur, Rajasthan, place of supply is in Udaipur. So it's an intra-state supply. If the supply is an intra-state supply, CGST, SGST has to be collected. Right, sir? Sir, Nilla. GST on accommodation service is payable by recipient, Mr. X under reverse charge. Under 9353 is this category there? No, sir. Nil, sir, tappu. GST on accommodation service provided to an unregistered person is exempt from GST. It is not covered in section 11 at all. Are you all really with me? Is in the nature of CGST and SGST. Good boy. Option C. And it is in the nature of IGST is option wrong. So for second one, C should be the right answer. It is in the nature of CGST and SGST. Accepting, sir. Which of the following option is correct with regard to availability of ITC to ABC Limited in respect of GST paid on the procurement of goods meant for the purpose of CSR? Sir, if you procure any goods for CSR activity, you are not entitled to claim. The amount of ITC related to such procurement of goods is not available to ABC Limited. Right answer. Amount of ITC related to such procurement is available. Wrong answer. Amount of ITC only to the extent of 50%. Wrong answer. Amount of ITC shall be available to registered person. Wrong answer. For third question, option A. Amount of ITC relating to such procurement of goods is not available to ABC Limited is the right answer. With this, 3 by 35 comes to 1. Are you all really with me? Is the entire subject GST is revising for you? This 15 marks is ours, my dear lovable students. Sir, have a just read of case scenario number 3. Settle it. What I'm meaning by reading it means you have to read along with the reason. Hello, sir? Then the real provision source will be connected for you. And read the next question and continue. We will be dealing 4 by 33, my dear, for 35, my dear lovable students. Getting it, sir? Sir, very happy morning to all. So we are doing the case scenarios in IDT. We have already solved the 3 case scenarios. I'm moving into 4 by 35 is the target. Okay, sir? Always we know that we will be reading the requirement first, then we'll read the case scenario. Which of the following statement is correct under GST law in relation to hotel accommodation received by the company? So this company has received hotel accommodation. Regarding that, some question. So when you read the case scenario, there will be a part where hotel accommodation received. There you should focus much. Okay. What shall be the place of supply in relation to gift item purchased by the company? So this is regarding the place of supply question for the gift. Which of the following statement is true in relation to gift item and insurance policy purchased by the company? So they have purchased actually gift item and they have purchased insurance policy. Regarding that, which is the true statement they are asking, man? That I will read the case scenario and I will come back. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to issuance of e-way bill for transportation of goods between factory and warehouse in non-motorized cart? Non-motorized cart means kalavandi. Right, sir? For that, I can't raise the e-way bill. Are you already with me? E-way bill concept itself is not applicable to the non-motorized cart. Which of the following statement is most appropriate in relation to new warehouse taken on rent by the company? So, the company have taken a new warehouse. Then when we read that, we will be very careful. Can I start reading the case scenario? XYZ Private Limited is a mid-sized company. Let it be there. Registered in Delhi. This is the first key information. They have registered in Delhi. dealing in the manufacturing and distribution of electronic goods in India. Company has been operating for over a decade and a robust supply chain network across the country. Company to ensure compliance with various GST regulation related to return filing, registration, payment of tax. Company is exploring to expand its sales channel in India through distributors in each state. In view of the same, company has undertaken following activity in the month of June. Except they have registered in Delhi, nothing is irrelevant, right, sir? Waste story they are saying. Organized a distributor conclave in Udaipur, Rajasthan. So I am the company. I called every distributors. Come on, we'll have a meeting. Where? In Rajasthan. Where the distributors from Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh participate in the conclave held in Rajasthan. The total cost of hotel accommodation was how much lakh? 25 lakh, which was paid by Delhi office to the hotel located in Rajasthan. Who is paying doesn't matter. What is the serviceman? Service relating to immovable property. As per section 12 subsection 3, if service is relating to immovable property, place of supply is place where the immovable property is situated or intended to be situated. Where the hotel is situated? The Rajasthan. Sir, place of supply will also be in Rajasthan. Hence, the hotel will be collecting CGST and look at the first answer. Which of the following statement is correct under GST law? In relation to hotel accommodation service received by company, hotel shall charge CGST and SGST on invoice issued to company. Right answer. Hotel shall charge IGST. Wrong answer. Hotel shall issue bill of supply. Wrong answer. Hotel shall charge CGST and SGST to the extent charges are related to participants of Rajasthan. IGST to the extent charges are related to Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh on invoice issued by company. Kambi katraga solran, right? This is also wrong answer, man. So option number A is the right answer for question number 1. Hotel shall charge CGST and SGST. Can I continue with the case study? The company purchased a certain what item? Gift item. Because so many people I called, no, come on for meeting, you come. For distribution to the participation in the conclave. Once you come and participate in conclave, I will give a return gift. When you go back, I will give some gift. The gift items were purchased from vendor located in Ludhiana, Punjab and were delivered to the hotel in Udaipur, Rajasthan. Why Udaipur, Rajasthan? Because Udaipur, Rajasthan only function is going to happen for distribution of participant to the conclave. Right, sir? Cost of such gift was how much lakh? However, the value of individual gift item was restricted to 75,000. That provision is applicable only to employee. That too for employee, only 50,000 rule will be applicable. Are you all really with me? Sir, these people are unknown people. Unnecessarily question is confusing. But I will say that, I love you, ICAI. What I will say? I love you, ICAI. Because, my dear lovable students, after 1 second or 1 minute, you will also start loving ICAI. I will tell you why. Okay. Sir, they are purchasing gift. From whom they are purchasing gift? Vendor. Where the vendor? Ludhiana, Punjab. So the vendor is situated in Ludhiana, Punjab. Right, sir? Where I am situating? XYZ Limited is situated in Delhi. Hello, sir. XYZ is situated in Delhi. Accepting, what I am purchasing gift. Are they delivering the gift in Delhi? No, sir. They are delivering in Udaipur, Rajasthan. Accepted, It's a bill to ship transaction, my dear lovable students. Oh my God. That's what I said. I love ICAI. There is, sir, no clue that this is a what to ship transaction? Bill to ship transaction. In order to be a bill to ship transaction, 3 people should be there or 3 places should be there. Are you already with me? Either 3 people should be there or 3 places should be there. Hello, Sare. Super fantastic, Sare. My dear lovable students, this guy is the actual supplier. For the actual supplier, as per the provisions of 10, subsection 1, clause B, principal place of third party is the place of supply. Where this guy is situated? This guy is situated in Punjab. It's a dash state supply, India state supply. Dash will be collected, IGST will be collected. Now I am going to read the answer. What shall be the place of supply in relation to gift item purchased by the company? First one, Rajasthan, that is location where the goods were received. Is that the right answer? Okay. Delhi, that is principal place of business of the company. Okay. Punjab, location where the goods were dispatched. Permanent location of the participant receiving the gift. This is never, sir. You all really with me? So, you are saying option number B. Okay, let me go and check. 2B is the answer, man. 2B is the option. Fantastic question. Are you all really with me? Delhi, that is principal place of business of the company. A normal student who have not tried or done this type of case scenario going to exam will not even know that this is bill to ship transaction. That's a comedy. Are you all really with me? First I should know which is scenario, then only applying with the provision. Correct? Fantastic. I'm moving to the third one, man. Company purchased an insurance policy for its employees traveling for the conclave. Because the company is situated in Delhi, conclave is going to happen in Rajasthan. During travel, if some employee died, means it will be a big loss to the company. So company took the insurance. Hello, sir. And premium for such insurance policy was how much lakh? 1 lakh, which was paid by the... There is no requirement under any law requiring such insurance policy. In second blocked credit, we have discussed that life insurance policy is a blocked credit. Travel insurance is a blocked credit. Medical insurance is a blocked credit. Are you all really with me? For this insurance company would have collected GST from the employer. Employer can't take what? ITC. Are you all really with me? Reading the third part of the question. Which of the following statement is true in relation to gift item? Sir, are you going to sell the gift item? No, sir. You are going to gift it. No ITC. Goods lost, stolen, destroyed, gifted. Are you all really with me? And the insurance company, insurance policy purchased by the company, for both you are not entitled to take. The company is not eligible to avail ITC in relation to both gift items and insurance company. Option A is the right answer. Right, sir? Company is eligible to avail the ITC relating to gift. No, sir. Company is eligible to avail ITC only on insurance. No, sir. Sir, there is no restriction in availment of ITC relating to gift and insurance policy. Then for what purpose we are having blocked credit and all? Hello, sir. So for third one, option A should be the right answer. Option A, company is not eligible to avail the ITC. Are you all really with me? Yes, sir. I'm moving into the fourth one. We have not completed the case scenario. Company took on rent a new warehouse near its factory in Delhi. Sir, where we already registered? Delhi. Now we are taking a new place. In one state, multiple registration mandatory? No. As per 25 subsection 2, hello sir, you can declare the main place as a principal place of business and the others as the additional place of business for storage and dispatch of goods. Goods are being transported between the factory and new warehouse in a non-motorized cart. That means bullock cart. Value of such goods transport in single trip is up to what? 5 lakh. Sir, they are motivating us to say that it is more than 50,000. E-way bill has to be raised. Chi. Hello sir. For bullock cart number will be there. No sir. Then will you take e-way bill? Which number you will give? 4 lakhs. Bullock. Further, further the rent of the warehouse is 18 lakh for the initial 11 months. And same shall be revised to 21 lakh after the expiry of how much month? They are saying that the rent is more than 20 lakh going to be. Let it be. Sir, the rate of applicable GST is 18%. IGST, 18% IGST, 9% CGST and 9% SGST. Done. 1, 2, 3, done. 4. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to issuance of e-way bill for transportation of goods between factory and what? Warehouse. Sir, e-way bill is required. Tappu, sir. To be issued by a company for each instance of transportation of goods, irrespective of the consignment of value of goods. Let me ask you a question. If you are going to raise the e-way bill, endha vandi? Mattu vandi. Correct? Alliya? Muttu Rajinikanthani. Uruvan Mudalali. No, sir. No e-way bill, sir. E-way bill is not required to be issued in the given case, irrespective of the consignment value of the goods. Right answer. E-way bill is required to be issued of the consignment value above 50,000. Wrong answer. E-way bill is required to be issued for goods of consignment value above 1 lakh. There is no limit of 1 lakh at all in e-way bill. So the answer should be B. For fourth part, B should be the right answer. E-way bill is not required to be issued in the given case, irrespective of the consignment value of the goods. Are you clear? Which of the following statement is the most appropriate in relation to new warehouse taken on rent by a company where the original registration is there? Delhi. They took additional warehouse in Delhi. Let the head office declare as the principal place of business and this place declare as the separate registration is not required mandatorily. Till now it is right answer. But they want, ma'am, correct? Most appropriate answer. Are you all really with me? Sir, separate GST registration is required mandatorily. No, sir. This is not a unit which is situated in SEZ or other than SEZ. For that only separate registration is mandatory, right, sir? GST registration is required as a CTP for the term rental agreement. No, sir. How it will be CTP, sir? He is already having a registration in Delhi. Separate registration is required once a rent is more than 20 lakhs per annum. Sir, that supplier has to take the registration, sir, not the recipient, sir. Are you all really with me? So, 5A should be the right answer. Separate GST registration is not required mandatorily. You know, my dear lovable students, by this we have done 4 by 35 case scenarios. Are you able to revise the entire IDT in a better way? Read case scenario number 4. What I am meaning by reading is read the reason. Then provisions will be revised, my dear lovable students. This is the best tool to revise entire 35 marks of Sir IDT. Come back. We'll be solving case scenario number 5. Sir, very, very, very happy morning to all. So we are doing case scenario series, man. In that we have solved 4 case scenarios out of 35 case scenarios. I'm moving into the 5th case scenario, my dear lovable students. Always we are having the habit of reading the question rather than before reading the case scenario. After the grant of temporary registration, sir, we heard about section 22 person liable for registration, section 24 compulsory registration, section 25 subsection 3 voluntary registration. This is what? Temporary registration as per 25 subsection 8. If a person is liable to be registered and if he has not NSR taken registration, if it comes to the knowledge of the proper officer will taradara ilithirpol and he will make the registration. That's what 25 subsection 8. So they are indirectly referring to 25 subsection 8. That is what registration. That means first PO will make temporary registration. Company to apply for registration within how many days from the grant of temporary registration? If no extension of period is to be granted for such temporary registration is the question. So no, this is nothing to be done with the case scenario. Direct provision question. As per what section temporary registration? 25 subsection 8. Who made this temporary registration? Proper officer. Once the PO made the proper officer, next action should be done by the registered person. Are you all really with me? So first who will take action? Proper officer. As per 25 subsection 8, next action should be taken by the registered person. After 8, what number? 9. So 90 days should be the limit, man. So for option number A, 90 days. This is provision. As per section 25 subsection 8 of the what Act? CGST Act. Read with rule 16 sub rule 3 of the CGST rules. Person shall submit an application for registration in prescribed form within how many days? 90 days from the grant of temporary registration. Are you all really with me? Sir, next question. Actually, first part we have done it. 25 subsection 8 from the proper officer. After 8, the next action should be taken by the registered person. After 8, the number is? So 90 days. He has to apply within 90 days. Which of the following input services are liable to tax under reverse charge? So they are talking about the RCM cases. So when I read the question only, I will know RCM cases. Right, sir? Which document is required to be issued by company in respect of invoice date on 28th February? That means, my dear lovable students, which document like debit note, credit note, bill of supply they are asking? Tax invoice, debit note, credit note chapter. Company needs to file its final return. Section 45 they are testing. 44 is the annual return. 45 is the final return. They are talking about what is a time limit to file the final return. Nothing to do with the what, man? Case study. It's a direct question. You should know the time limit to file the annual return. Look, as per section 45 of the CGST. When I am supposed to final return? If my registration has been cancelled under section 29. Under section? I am supposed to file the last return. Last return is called as what? Final return. The final return has to be filed within 3 months. Within how much month? Sir, I am supposed to file my final return within 3 months. 3 months of what? Of the 2 details. Either date of cancellation. Either date of cancellation. For example, sir, today they are passing the order. Today they are passing the order. In that order, today is the date of cancellation. Then from today, within 3 months, I have to file the return. File the return. What return? or today they pass the order on a retrospective basis. That's what, sir, either date of order of cancellation, today is the date of order, or date of cancellation. Sir, order has been passed today, but in that order they said 3 months before. Sir, if I take 3 months before or 6 months before, if that is a starting point, already from that 6 months, 3 months is already elapsed, right? That's why whichever is later. It can never be earlier logic. Are you all really with me? So first, registration should be cancelled. What are the two dates? Either date of cancellation or date of order of cancellation, whichever is later. Sir, I have to go and check when the registration has been cancelled or when the order has been passed. Whichever is later, from there, 3 months, I'm having time. I will come at the appropriate time. Are you all with me? The fifth requirement of the question. Which of the following statement is correct in respect of e-way bill generated for goods in the month of February, for which order was what, man? Cancelled. That means with regard to e-way bill, they are asking a question. No, I highlighted the requirement of the question. Can I start reading? Vidula Imbex company is engaged in supplying sports goods. The company did not opt for registration under what? GST. So they are what person, man? Unregistered person. PO under GST, based on inquiry, find that company is liable for registration and he registered the company on temporary basis on 15th June. So they are talking about 25 subsection 8, that is temporary registration. Are you all really with me? After being granted the registration certificate, company availed the following services for the purpose of its business. Sir, after I got the certificate, this and all purchased. Renting of motor vehicle from Blue Taxi Private Limited, where GST was charged at 12%. As we all know that security services, sponsorship services, renting of motor vehicle, all are RCM. But if the service provided is a body corporate, RCM provisions will not be applicable. So for this transaction, RCM provision will not be applicable. Appointed Mr. Rajesh as technical director of advisory role in business, and payment was made based on the contract ended. However, he was not covered any employment contract with the company. If, sir, for director services, RCM will be applicable. Service provider is a director, service recipient is a company, company is the person who are liable to pay tax on reverse charge basis, accepting So this RCM will be applicable, for this RCM will not be applicable. During the course of its business, company issued an invoice to a customer and erroneously charged a higher value by how much? 34,000. That means I have to reduce the amount. So I have debited the customer excess debit. So I have to credit it. So I have to issue the credit note. Section 34. Are you remembering, sir? Such invoice was issued on 28th February 2024. Let it be there. Further, in the month of February, company also generated an e-way bill for interstate transport of goods. E-way bill generated in the month of February. However, immediately on generation of what bill? E-way bill, buyer cancelled the order. Buyer said that I don't want the goods. Before it was dispatched from factory for delivery, no problem. Once you have initiated what way bill, within 24 hours you are having the, sir, facility to cancel it. Within 24 hours you can cancel. You can cancel it. We already discussed in the e-way bill chapter. In the month of March, since a company was incurring heavy losses, it applied for cancellation of GST registration on 15th March. So when from what date they want to cancel? 15th March. So they have applied for cancellation. The order for cancellation was made on 30th March. Sir, even though they asked on 15th March, first the PO will suspend the registration. After checking everything, every tax penalty, fees, late fee and all which is supposed to be paid, once the taxpayer has completed that, then only they will pass. So 15th March or 30th March, sir, effecting cancelling the registration with effect from 15th March. So what is the date of order? 30th March. What is the date of cancellation? 15th March. Whichever is later. What is later? From here, 3 months time you are having. Are you all really with me? Yes, sir. On the basis of this, we are going to answer it. After the grant of temporary registration, we have completed how many days? 90 days. Which of the following inputs services are liable to GST and reverse charge? Renting of motor car? No, because it has been provided by a body corporate. Directorship services? Yes. Both A and B? No. Neither A or B? No. So for the second part, B should be the right answer. Yes, directorship service is the right answer. Comfortable? Third one. Which document is required to be issued by company in respect of invoice on 28th February? What happened? Actually, you have charged the extra amount. So you have to reduce it. So you have to issue the credit note. Sir, not debit note, not bill of supply, not revised tax invoice. Sir, question number 3, credit note is the right answer. Accepting, sir. Fourth one, company need to file its final return. Sir, final return is as per section 45. You have to check what is the date of order or date of cancellation of registration, whichever is later from there 3 months. We already done, man. We got the answer as 30th March. So April, May, June. So 30th June for question number 4. D should be the answer, 30th June 2024. Easy? Come on, man. I'm coming to the last part of the question. Which of the following statement is correct in respect of e-way bill generated for goods in the month of February for which order was cancelled? Nothing. Once generated, e-way bill cannot be cancelled. No, sir. E-way bill can be cancelled within 24 hours of generation. That is the right answer. E-way bill can be cancelled within 48 hours. No. 72 hours. No. Option should be B, man. E-way bill can be cancelled within 24 hours of registration. That's it with regard to case scenario number what also? 5 also. Are you falling into the real discussion of the subject? Sir, we have completed 5 case scenario out of 35 case scenarios, my dear lovable students. Are you falling into the grip? Read the case scenario number 5 and read the question number 6 and come back. We'll be continuing for question number 6. Sir, very happy morning to all. So we are doing the case scenario series, my dear lovable students. In that we have already covered 5 case scenario. Moving to the 6th case scenario. We are having the habit of reading the requirement first, then the case scenario. Compute the tax liability of Mrs. Delight Brothers for the month of April. So basically I have to calculate the outward supply into tax rate will be the tax liability. Am I right? Out of new order received by firm in May, which of the following services are exempt from GST? So section 11 covered item, I have to pick it for the month of May. Time of supply of catering services provided to Coral Limited Company is, they want time of supply, fine. Which of the following statement is most appropriate in respect to next financial year for Delight Brothers? For next year, what will happen to them? Rate of GST applicable for service of repair and AC made by Delight Brothers will be dash. Assuming that it intended to pay tax at the minimum rate available, basically composition they are talking about because that is a minimum rate available. Normal, straightforward case study. We will enjoy this. Mrs. Delight Brothers, a partnership firm, is engaged in the restaurant business. Restaurant wala. So, either you may be a manufacturer, or you may be a restaurant service provider, or you may be trader. These guys are entitled to travel through the composition levy under 10.1, not 10.2a. It is registered under the composition levy under 10.1 of the CGST Act for the current financial year. That means in the immediately preceding previous year, their turnover would not exceed 1.5 crores or 75 lakhs as the case may be. Its turnover in the state for the month of April was 12 lakhs. Current year, 12 lakhs is the turnover. So since this guy is composition dealer, 12 lakhs into 2.5% and 12 lakhs into 2.5%. This is the CGST and SGST to be paid. Am I right? Because for restaurant service, 5% is the tax rate available. It received new orders in the month of May to run a mess facility for supplying food. Okay, they are restaurant business. They are going to supply the food. To Vishwas Public School, a higher secondary school, catering services including midday meals are exempt from GST. Accepting. Knowledge Institute of Technology and Engineering College, it is taxable because catering services only up to +2 are exempted. Are you remembering that? Frontline Hospital, it is taxable. Are you really with me? This will not be treated as healthcare services because hospital is not providing the food. Sir, they have outsourced to some other person and that outsourced some other person is providing the food. Are you really with me? It is also provided catering services. They are also providing catering services to Coral Limited Company for their AGM. Services was provided on what? 3rd July. So this is supply of services. As per section, sir, 13, time of supply is date of invoice or date of payment, whichever is earlier. Notification number 66/2017 will not be applicable because that will be applicable only for supplier of goods. Able to recall? But invoice was not issued by the firm to the company till the end of August. That means invoice is an invalid invoice. However, payment was received on 25th July, for which bank account was credited on 28th July. The turnover of restaurant business for the current financial year is 48 lakh. No problem. It does not exceed 1.5 crores. Are you really with me? Since the invoice has not been raised within 30 days, Then the time of supply will be date of provision of service. What is date of provision? 3rd July. Or date of payment, which is 25th or 28th, whichever is earlier, which is 25th July. So 3rd July or 25th July? 3rd July should be the time of supply. Are you all ready with me? From the beginning of the next financial year, Mrs. Delight Brothers will close down the restaurant business. பைத்தியக்காரன் நல்லா தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. And will provide service of repair of what? AC. Are you all really with me? That means from 10-1 they are shifting to 10-2A. Correct? In order to enter into 10-2A, in the immediately preceding previous year, your aggregate turnover should not exceed 50 lakh. That's why they are highlighting 48 lakhs is the current financial year turnover. Since it does not exceed 50 lakh, they can happily enter into the 10-2A. However, the firm wishes to continue with this composition scheme. If eligible, yes, you are eligible. You can't travel through 10-1, but you can travel through 10-2A. Mrs. Delight Brothers undertake intrastate transaction only, because once you do interstate outward supply, as per section 10-2, you will be ineligible to travel through the composition scheme. On the basis of facts given above, choose the most appropriate answer. What a beautiful connection of the subject. All the points which I have highlighted during the discussion is testing as MCQ or case study. Are you all really with me? Compute the tax liability of Mrs. Delight Brothers for the month of what? April. My dear lovable students, 12 lakhs into 2.5%, 30,000. Again, one more 30, 60,000. Sir, CGST, SGST, 6,000 each wrong. 12,000 each wrong. CGST, SGST, 30,000 each is the right answer. So for question number 1, you should be having option number C, CGST and SGST of 30,000 each. Accepting? Number 2, man. Out of the new order received by the firm in May, which of the following are exempt? Sir, Vishwas Public School is exempt. Accepting? This will be taxable. Sir, service provided to frontline is taxable. So only what is exempt? Only school. Only one should be exempted. Sir, these 2 are not exempt. Last 2 are not exempt. 1 and 3 are not exempt. So for answer number 2, it should be what? C, only 1. Are you all really with me? Time of supply. Already we find out the time of supply. 3rd July is the time of supply. So for question number 3, option A should be the answer. 3rd July. Are you all really with me? Which of the following statement is most appropriate in respect of the next financial year? We have to read it. Mrs. Delight Brothers can continue to avail composition under 10-1. No. Mrs. Delight Brothers is not eligible to avail composition levy scheme under 10-1 and 10-2. This is correct. But they want most. Okay. Mrs. Delight Brothers is not eligible to avail composition scheme under 10-1 and 10-2, but can avail benefit of composition scheme under 10-2A. This is the most appropriate. Hence the B part become wrong. Are you all really with me the game? Mrs. Delight Brothers can neither avail composition scheme under 10-1, 10-2, nor under 10-2A is wrong. So, for 4th question, C should be the most appropriate answer. Mrs. Delight Brothers is not eligible to avail composition levy scheme under 10-1 and 10-2 of the CGST Act, but can avail benefit of composition scheme under 10-2A of the CGST Act. Are you all really with me? Last question. What is the rate of GST applicable for service of repair of AC? Actually, next year only they are going to provide the AC service. Made by Mrs. Delight Brothers will be next year under 10-2A. 6% is the rate applicable, right, sir? So for 5, 6%, option C should be the right answer. Sir, for 6%, option C should be the right answer. Accepting, sir. Are you falling into the discussion? Out of 35 case scenarios, we have completed 6 case scenarios, my dear lovable students. Hello, sir. Just read the reason for 6th case scenario. Read the question of 7th one. Come back. We will be completing the 7th one. Sir, very happy morning to all. We are doing the case scenario series. In that we have done 6 by 35. We are moving into the 7th case scenario. Sir, we are having the habit of not reading the question. We are reading the requirement first. Then we'll read the case scenarios. Which of the following statement is correct under GST law? This is what is correct they are asking. For that, I have to read the case scenario. Then I will come. In respect of service availed by Safe Bank Limited. So, Safe Bank may be our client. They have received so many services. Shall pay tax under RCM. For which RCM will be applicable is the question. Compute the value of exempt supply provided. They are asking. Compute the value of taxable supply provided. They are asking. That's it. Okay. I'm start reading the question. Safe Bank Limited, a small finance company, was incorporated in April this year. So they have started this year only. The bank got registered under GST immediately on its incorporation as a banking company. Okay, fine. So they are a registered person. Safe Bank has received software support service free of cost. That means there is no consideration from its head office located in UK for business purpose in April. Sir, since there is no consideration, it is a supply primarily. But in Schedule 1, sir, importation of services without a consideration from a related person or establishment situated outside India in the course or furtherance of business will be treated as. So this will fall under Schedule 1. This is a supply. Once it becomes supply, person liable to pay GST arises. Since a service provider is situated outside India and service recipient is situated in India, it's a foreign MAPLA case. Then the person who are situated in India is the person liable to pay tax under reverse charge basis as per section 5(3) of the IGST Act. Am I right? So this is an RCM case. Safe Bank provided one high-end laptop worth ₹50 to its new managing director. Managing director means employee. As a gift for discharge of its duty. Gift does not exceed 50,000. This will not be treated as supply. Are you all with me? Initially, bank opened 125 branch across India, covering various states. To secure business, bank appointed Quick Loan Providers LLP, a direct selling agent. On pan-India basis, bank needed service of recovery agent for various retail and personal loan granted by branches. For this purpose, the bank appointed Fast Recovery Services Private Limited, a recovery agent on pan-India basis. So, two agents they appointed. Number one, sir, Quick Loan Providers LLP, direct selling agent should be individual. When I highlight, I said that in order to apply the RCM, individual direct selling agent. Hello, sir. So first one, RCM will not be applicable. Whereas such condition is not applicable for the recovery agent. Sir, recovery agent always RCM. There is no quality. Safe Bank provide the following details for the month of May in respect of one of its branches. Interest received on term loan. Sir, service provided by extending loan or deposit for which a consideration has been received by interest or discount are exempt from. So this is an exempt supply. Interest received, exempt from exempt supply. Interest received, exempt supply. Commission, taxable. Documentation charges, taxable. Sale of foreign exchange to Bank of Rajasthan, exempted. Because, my dear lovable students, sir, in F stands for financial services, service provided by RBI is taxable. Sir, inter-purchase or sale of foreign currency between bank, authorized dealer, bank and authorized dealers are exempt from. So, this is exempt supply. All the above given above are exclusive of taxes wherever applicable. All the supply referred above are intra-state supply unless specified. Now, I will start read the case scenario. Which of the following statement is correct under GST law? Receipt of software support service by what bank limited? Safe Bank Limited. Software support, Safe Bank. Sir, from HO is a supply. Right answer. Issue of laptop to MD as gift is a supply. No, sir, because the gift amount does not exceed 50,000. Receipt of software support service by Safe Bank from HO is not a supply. Wrong, sir, it is a supply. Issue of laptop to new MD as gift is not a supply. Yes, sir, it is not a supply, sir. Hello, sir. Is it a supply? Gift does not exceed 50,000. So what is the correct? 1 and 4 is correct. Which option? 1 and 4? B. Hello, sir. So for 1, it should be option B. 1 and 4 is correct. I'm continuing. In respect of service availed by Safe Bank, bank shall pay tax under reverse charge. Two people they appointed actually. Number 1, Quick Loan Providers. They are LLP, so RCM will not be applicable. But for fast fact recovery, RCM will be applicable. Service availed from Quick Loan, RCM will not be available. Fast recovery, RCM will be applicable. Both A and B will not come. None of that will not come. So for second one, option 2, option B, service availed from fast recovery services should be the right answer. Compute the value of exempt supply provided by branch of Safe Bank for the month of May. Exempt supply means interest is exempt. 10,75,000. You have to take the calculator, man. Plus interest received on credit card, 6,20,000. Interest received on what, man? Fixed deposit. How much? 25 lakhs. Then sale of foreign exchange, 15,60,000. Right? 57,55,000. I read only interest. Now, this is interest on term loan. Interest on credit card transaction. Sir, service provided by way of providing deposit or advance for which the consideration has been received by way of interest or discount other than credit card services. Are you all with me? So, will this be exempted or taxable? Taxable. So 10 lakhs, now you got the answer as 57 lakh 55,000, right? Go to the option and check. Sir, for third one, 57 lakh 55,000 is not at all there. Then you will come and check. Actually, in exam, this option will be there. Don't worry at all. You will tick that option, right? Come on, man. Redo it, man. 10 lakh 75,000 plus 25 lakh plus 15 lakh 60,000 comes to 51 lakh 35,000. Option C should be the right answer. 51 lakh 35,000. Right? Next one, what should be the taxable supply? 6 lakh 20,000 should be taxable supply. 3 lakh should be taxable supply. 1 lakh 25,000 should be taxable supply. 10 lakh 45,000 should be taxable supply. 4A should be the right answer. Are you all really with me? Yes, sir. Is there any other question or it over? Over, sir. That's it, sir. We are having only 4 questions. Taxable supply. Are you falling into the discussion? That means out of 35 questions, we have solved 7 questions. That is slot number 1 of the MCQ discussion comes to an end. Are you all really with me? You would have got a lot of knowledge. Every student who are listening to this case scenario discussion will understand one thing. I have to revise the provision properly. I should be more and more strong in the provision. Hello, sir. Do the revision. That is what the ultimate objective of the discussion. என்ன சத்தியார் மாதிரி பேசுறீங்க இது கத்தி உன் வயிற்றுல குத்தி நீ யாருன்னு கத்தி ஹலோ சார் ரத்தம் சித்தி come on sir. So revise it properly, then we will try the next 7 questions from this target, my dear lovable students. Then you will be able to connect. That is a purpose of this entire discussion is all about. We'll meet you to discuss the next 7 questions of the case scenario. Revise it once by giving a revision time. I will tell you how to revise also. Take or keep a target of 3 hours. Entire IDT revise within 3 hours. That's it, game over. Then all the provisions will be going here and there. Solve next, sir, 7 case scenarios. Another set a target of 3 hours. Revise the entire GST. So you will be feeling the subject GST itself is very, very easy. I'm with you, sir, from your heart. Anybody is there? Where is a grand clap?